College Gym Vids fan going live on YouTube. Since I have intellectual disabilities such as a mild form of autism and a mild form of retardation, I am watching the Special Olympics on ESPN3 and I'm recording it live on YouTube with different events that I like, and this is another swimming event. Okay, now I'm putting the iPad in the stand, and I'm going to press watch. It's trying to load up.
Oh, Chuck, what is that?
He's my breakfast buddy.
It's a parrot.
I know it's a parrot sound. His name is Larry Bird.
Hey,
guys.
Larry Legend.
Zip it, Larry Bird. Not you, Larry Bird.
Good afternoon and welcome to Dubai. We're at this magnificent Hamdan Sports Complex, the first of 6 days of swimming events. This facility was built in 2010 to host the World Short Course Championships. 4 world records were set back then, so the swimmers today will be swimming in the same water as the likes of some of the best swimmers have ever been swimming in recent years. We have the first event on the program is going to be the 100 backstroke. The swimmers have been set into their divisions, and the divisions will work their way through. Every race will find its own final. And at this competition we have 645 swimmers representing 124 countries, 22 individual events and 7 relays, and this is the program for day one. We're rounding off with the 2 4x25 freestyle relays for women and men, starting with the 100 backstroke. Second event, the men's and women's 400 freestyle, and then the 2 relays. And that's this afternoon's program. Some of the swimmers may be a little bit tired after coming back very late to Dubai from the magnificent opening ceremonies, which I hope you enjoyed last night. Ceremonies finished late, and then the delegations and the teams and the athletes will have had to board the buses to come back and make the hour-and-a-half trip back up to Dubai. So it was a very late night, some coming back at 2 o'clock in the morning, and then coming in for the first of these 6 days of competition. We're at the Special Olympics World Games 2019, celebrating the performances of people of determination. 7,500 athletes across all sports taking part this year. 4 years ago in Los Angeles, 6,500 as we get ready in this arena for the first event on the program. The women's 100 backstroke. We'll see one of the youngest competitors taking part in these swimming events. The 10-year-old Chinese swimmer Xiaoqi Li will be swimming in lane 5 in this first event. The swimmers are now parading into the arena. And the Special Olympics 2019 about to get underway. Quite a magnificent arena for these athletes this year, and many who I spoke to yesterday have been very excited about the welcome they've received, meeting international competitors and taking part in such a terrific facility as we have here. We're very lucky in Dubai to have a facility like this and being used for these Special Olympics World Games 2019. Xu Zhang for China is going to be swimming in lane 3, the 14-year-old. Next to her in 4 is going to be Mara Opreya. This is Li Chaoqi, the 10-year-old from China, one of the youngest across all competitions here. The limit is 8 years of age to take part in Special Olympics. Before that, it's coordination and play exercises, as it should be. And then out, at the age of 8, we can compete in structured sports in the Special Olympics. Rounding off this first final, Jinmeng Yu of China, the 15-year-old. So China well represented here. 3 of these finalists from China, and the Romanian Oprea swimming in lane 4. This is the just backstroke, remember. And the swimmer's being prepared for the start. Away we go. This is the first event then of 6 days of competition at these Special Olympics. And we're away now. 4 swimmers taking part in this. This is the first division, the female division number 2. And this is lane 4. The lanes you can see in the lead. The camera looking across the pool. You can pick out the leader from lane 4. This is Mara Oprea, the Romanian, coming in from the divisional qualifiers 2 days ago with a 4:15, and just building up about a 10-meter lead at the moment. Oprea then carving away through this first final. The 3 Chinese all in a line behind her. Camera focusing now on our leader, Oprea. The 10-year-old Chinese, Xiaoqi Li from lane number 5. That's the swimmer just on the left-hand side of our leader as you're looking at the pool. Very nice backstroke technique from Oprea. Nice still head. Good rotation from the hips. Strong kick with the feet up at the surface of the water. That's what we like to see. 3 Chinese behind our leader. It's Li who's just in the lead, perhaps by 3 or 4 meters. And this is Li closer to us in lane number 5.
3, 4, 5, and 6.
And then the 2 swimmers in 3rd place, Yu and Zhang, in 3 and 6, Yu just a shade in front. So our leader then, Oprea from Romania, 16 years of age, coming into the final turn. Well, let's see what the judges make of this. Seems to be all okay. Coming into the final 25 meters now. Once again, the stroke remaining very solid. Good in-paced swim from Oprea. Now coming into the final 10 meters. You can see the leg kick still going strong. Nice still head. Very good performance here from our winner of this first event. 100 backstroke in the division number 2. And receiving the applause from around the Hamdan Sports Complex here. Mara Oprea, 16 years of age from Romania, is our first gold medal winner. Behind Oprea then, the 3 Chinese. Li, the 10-year-old, is lane number 5, just in the lead now. And he's going to come home in 2nd place. In lane 3, it's Zhang, which is you get the shot of the camera, it's the one on the far side. He's going to come in 3rd. And then in lane 6 is Jinmeng Yu, 15-year-old from China. They're aged 10, 15 and 14. As Yu coming in now for 2nd place. And here we are, just judging the finish now. And that's a silver medal. She's carrying on now. She's going to finish now, and then the officials just calling her back. Well done. Silver. And then the bronze is going to go to lane 3. That's on the far side as you're looking at it. Xu Zhang, the 14-year-old from China, finishing in 3rd. And then rounding off this final is going to be our swimmer from lane 6, closest to us, Zhengmeng Liu, 15-year-old from China. Big contingent from China across these games. Well represented in our first final. So the congratulations of the crowd going to our athletes, and they're all smiles, enjoying this competition. And there was no doubt about the winner, Mara Freya from Romania. By some distance, the strongest in this field. Backstroke has got all sorts of technical issues to contend with. It's not the easiest of strokes to execute. But a fine performance from Freya. The thing I like most is the flat body position and the still head. Textbook stuff then from the winner, Mara Freya.
And next up on the goals, we have our finalists here. Backstroke Division 3.
Results then from the first final, and that's Freya's winning time, 2:35. Some way faster than the time she recorded in divisions earlier this week.
And now Switzerland, lane 3, representing Special Olympics Israel.
So the second final then sees 3 swimmers taking part in lane 3. Here they are. 3 from Israel. We have Avital Neve, 39 years of age, which is not going to be the oldest in this competition. We'll come to that as the finals wind down. Special Olympics, so we have athletes from across the ages, as young as 10 as we've just seen, and into the 40s and 50s. Tisha Alejo from Uruguay, fastest qualifier in this divisional final, 27-year-old swimming in lane 4.
Now the start of 10.
And the relative youngster, the 25-year-old Marina Vettoretto, completes our lineup. She's swimming in 5. That'll be the one closer to you as you look across the pool. And the swimmers now enter the water. The swimmers put into divisions, which means they're all competing with people of a similar ability across these games. That's all been done earlier this week. And here we are now, the second final of this first day of competition. And away we go there, these 3 swimmers in the female division 3. 3 in a line, and it's our fastest qualifier until there's Alejo from Uruguay, just beginning to pull away from the field. It's early stages yet in this 100 backstroke. Good strong kick from Alejo. You can see the feet close to the surface of the water. Good flat body position again. The arms turning over, and a slightly faster cadence than we had from the first final, which we would expect. Every division as we go up the divisions gets a higher level of quality. Strong kicking from Alejo. Cesar extending a lead down this second 25. With Israel's Nave just further away from you in lane number 3, just in second place, but coming up strongly now, Vettoretto from Italy. These 2 swimmers locked in a good battle as we come up this second 25, but it's Alejo striking out in front. The 50-meter turn. Leticia Alejo from Uruguay. You can see the lead that she's built up so far, keeping a good strong kick. Now this third 25. The other two still in a good competition. Vettoretto just having a little breather at the midpoint. She does move very well through the water. You can see the difference in strokes here. The efficient, longer stroking Vettoretto in lane 5 closer to the camera against the faster turning Avital Neve of Israel, but a less efficient stroke from the Israeli. 25 meters to go. Our leader, Aleko, and that kick has just begun to slow down a little. Wide scissor kick from the leader, and this is better. Now kicking towards the finish. She can sense the end of the race, and the gold medal position will be hers. A lot of Italians very vocal in their support this week.
Coming through to this finish.
And here we are into the red zone now. That's 5 meters to go. And stopping the clock with a comfortable win. Aleko from Uruguay. And behind her you can see the longer stroking, smoother stroking Vettoretto of Italy, just beginning now to pull away from Nave of Israel. And it's going to be the silver to the Italian. Vettoretto then coming in with the silver medal, just behind a much higher turnover of Nave, probably taking 2 or 3 times the number of strokes. Nave, so if she can just slow that down a little bit, bring a little more length into the stroke, she'll be doing very well. Very quick off the start, the Israeli, but it didn't take long before Aleko from Uruguay put a body length in front of the field. Coming into the final turn, 25 meters to go. Victory was to go to Leticia Aleko, 27-year-old from Uruguay. A strong finish at the end, delivering gold in the Division 3 category in this 100 backstroke. Smiles all round, some videos to take home and show the athletes as we see the results confirmed.
I hear
Victory
Whitney
for
Houston
Aleko.
in the
Vettoretto
background.
from
How
Italy,
will
the
I
long
know
stroking
if
Italian
he
coming in
really
with the
loves
silver.
me?
And Neve Schwarz in for the bronze. This is the lineup for the Division 4 for women in the 100 backstroke. 4 swimmers for Emma Carlisle of Ireland, swimming in 3 across to Samamora of Puerto Rico. Youngest in the field is going to be Carolina Pita of Paraguay, swimming in lane 4. This is the Irish swimmer Emma Carlisle. 9 swimmers from Ireland under the head coach of Alan McCormack. 5 women and 4 men. Enjoying their trip here to the Middle East to these wonderful facilities. Carolina Pita of Paraguay, swimming in lane 4. The 15-year-old youngest in this field. 5, Alicia Martino from Australia. Big contingent, as we would expect from the Australians. She's 21 years of age, she's swimming in 5, and then Samamora completes our finalists in this division in the women's 100 backstroke. The 27-year-old Mora from Puerto Rico, as the Australians are giving their support in big numbers in the green and gold, as they always do. If a swimming competition somewhere in the world, then probably Australians are going to be well represented. Well, the swimmers are going to get called to their marks now. Emma Carlisle is already in the water, getting herself prepared for the event, wondering where the rest of them are. Now they'll come to join her. go in this Division 4 in the women's 100 backstroke. All on the line at the moment. Very competitive start from the Irish swimmer, Emma Carlisle. Kicking strongly, looking across the pool, enjoying this competition, and what she's going to see is the yellow hat, or the gold hat of the Australian, Alicia Martino, in 5. That's closer to us as we look at the pool. Very nice technique from Martino. Now, quick around the turn, and that's what's given her the edge. But Carlisle is not giving any quarter. Strong kick from Carlisle, which is what you need. You can see the power in the stroke of the Irish swimmer. And it's Peter from Paraguay, just in between the two leaders here. Maybe going to finish strongly into this. And in 4th place at the moment, Samamora in lane 6 at the halfway point then. Gold cap of the Australian, Alicia Martino. Determined swimming through this first 50 and now setting her mind up this third 25. Coming in strongly in this second half then. Carolina Peter from Paraguay, not out of this yet. Emma Carlisle with a good first 25. She's just trying to hold on to this now. She's looking across the pool, but she can't see the golden cap anymore of Alicia Martino. It's Martino leading there. 25 meters to go. She knows where the rest of the field are, and what she can see behind her is a very close race for the silver medal. Emma Carlisle from Ireland in lane 3 with the green suit and the green hat. Carolina Peter from Paraguay, the fastest qualifier from divisions, and they're on level terms. This is getting the crowd involved because it's the Australian Martino is just beginning to tire a little bit. This gives an opportunity now for a fast finish from Carlisle or Peter. The Irish woman in 3 is going to be involved in a terrific battle. Gold is going to go to Australia and Martino, but look at this for a finish. Celebrations from the Australians, but in 2nd place by practically nothing is Carolina Peter of Paraguay, stopping the clock in 2:21.36 in front of a 2:22.22. All the 2s for Emma Carlisle. And in 4th place then from Puerto Rico, Samamora, enjoying a very competitive final, celebrating with the rest of the field here. Now watch this race unfold. Last to leave the wall, Carolina Peter of Paraguay, and it was Emma Carlisle from Ireland really getting involved at the front of this race, but with Alicia Martino by 75 meters and put a body length in front of her and the rest of the field, fading very slightly in the final 5-10 meters, and it built up enough of a lead to hold on for gold. Victory then for the Australian. 21-year-old Alicia Martino getting support from her team up in the stands. Enjoying victory then for Australia. First medal, first gold for the Australian team on day 1. That's the name at the top of the charts, Alicia Martino. Very impressive 2:19.11, and look how close it was between Peter and Carlisle for 2nd and 3rd. This is the final for the Women's Division 5 in the 100 backstroke. Another Australian in the mix. This is Melissa Jarvis, swimming in lane 4, the fastest qualifier from the divisional qualifiers. Mexico's Adriana Iturriaga is swimming in lane 3. Melissa Jane Jarvis in 4 for Australia in the traditional costume and gold hat. In 5 for Iceland, this is Bára Ólafsdóttir. And in 6 for Spain, Lara Lima. Youngest in the field, is Olaf Stottier and Iturriaga, both 22 years of age. Maralina 34, and the oldest by 2 years, Melissa Jane Jarvis, the Australian. And here we go. That's a pretty impressive statement of intention from Jarvis, the Australian, quick into the water, set herself for this final 100 backstroke. Here we go. Well, we've got a race here, 4 in a line, and you can see they're all working very hard at the first 25. It's Olaf Stottier from Iceland with perhaps the best of the starts, but the challenge coming from the Australian, the hard-working Melissa Jane Jarvis. Both together up the first 25, crashing into the wall very slightly. Jarvis, that gives Olaf Stottier the advantage as they come out of the first length into the second 25. Now working hard as she does down the length is Jarvis, but it's the longer, smoother stroke of the Icelandic. Bara Olaf Stottier, it's that smooth efficiency that's putting her in front against a much harder working stroke of the Australian. Nice tumble turn from Olaf Stottier. She's been very well schooled. This is an exhibition of 100-metre backstroke swimming from the Icelandic. Olaf Stottier now pulling away from the field. Then it's Jarvis who's being overhauled by the 22-year-old Mexican from lane 3, just to her left. And this is Iturriaga. It's now moved up into second place and is finding her rhythm in this 100 backstroke. Another fine turn from our leader, Olaf Stottier. No doubt about where the gold's going to go in this one. And in second place, Iturriaga of Mexico is now perhaps a body length clear of Jarvis, and Jarvis just running out of steam in the closing stages of this 100 backstroke, trying to get back with a strong kick, but it's not going to be enough. And Olaf Stottier striking for gold. That's a fine swim from the Icelandic swimmer. Coming in second place for Mexico, Iturriaga. Now coming in for third, this is Melissa Jane Jarvis, the 36-year-old from Australia, finishing, as we see, the 4th place for Lara Lima in lane number 6, 34-year-old Spaniard, finishing off and rounding off our 4th final on day 1. Congratulations going to all of our athletes, and in particular to Bara Olaf Stottier. Now watch how this first 25 went, and they were all in a line, but as you can see as the race goes on, it's Olaf Stottier who really hits her stride, gets into the rhythm of the race, and some magnificent turns from the Icelandic swimmer made the difference. This is the midpoint, and look at the skill from Olaf Stottier. What that meant was that when we came to the closing stages, she finished on her own, unchallenged, to receive the cheers from the crowd. Gold to Bara Olaf Stottier in this Division 5 of the women's 100 backstroke. The clear leader between her and Iturriaga of Mexico, and then Jarvis for Australia. Now we're into Division 6 in the women's 100 backstroke. Australia represented again. They've had plenty to cheer today. Taylor Bulmer is swimming in lane 2. For Finland in lane 3, Taru Ruotonen, 41-year-old, the oldest in this field. Hungary, this is Zanet Silaji, 16 years of age. some distance the youngest in the field and the fastest qualifier, being in lane 4. 5 for the Czech Republic, Stella Zavlova, 38 years of age. Giving a good wave to the crowd as we see in lane 6 from Canada, Jordan McLeod. 26 years of age, part of a good Canadian contingent at these games and here in Dubai at the Hamdan Sports Complex. What an arena this is. That's Savlova in the blue suit for the Czech Republic. And in we go. Acrobatic from Szilágyi in lane 4. Let's watch for her. Fastest qualifier into this, but not by much. And on paper, we should have a very close race between lanes 4 and 5. Szilágyi in 4 from Hungary and 5 Zavlova from the Czech Republic. But look at this from lane 2. Taylor Bulmer from Australia. Charging out the first 25. What a race we've got. Szilágyi and Savlova and Bulmer at the front of this race. Right across the pool. And they're locked in for third place behind them in the centre of the pool in lanes 3 and 4. Rohtinen of Finland in 3 and Szilágyi of Hungary in 4. So the white hat and the blue suit of Savlova of the Czech Republic at the halfway point. Just the better of the turn. She's got nice technique, higher feet and a slightly stronger leg kick from Savlova of the Czech Republic. Close to us here as we look across the pool at Taylor Bulmer of Australia, the gold hat, holding on to second position here, but it's a strong third 25 from Szilágyi from Hungary. So watch the finish for the Hungarian. A well-executed turn. She might just run down Bulmer. We've got a terrific fight for the silver medal here. Savlova of the Czech Republic is a lock for gold, staying strong with the legs. Now look at this for silver. Nothing in it, stroke for stroke, between Szilágyi of Hungary in 4. Just about takes the touch in front of Bulmer. Oh, my mistake. No. Scoreboard has it for Szilágyi in second and Bulmer in third, as I thought. And then in fourth is Rohtinen of Finland. And then rounding off this final from lane 6 is Jordan McLeod from Canada. The Czech Republic looking across the pool at the start. There she is with the white hat. She was involved in a great fight with Bulmer up the first 25, the Australian. But it was the Australian who ran out of steam a little bit as the race unwound. Savlova, no such problem, staying strong with the kick, long with the arms, keeping the stroke turning over from start to finish. Good still head position, concentrating on the finish. Gold to Savlova. If we get a chance, we might just see the finish just behind her as Szilágyi took second place in front of Taylor Bulmer. And that's how they finished. The results then confirmed with gold to Savlova. Szilágyi and Bulmer locked in that battle for silver. And then Rohtinen and McLeod behind those. Four swimmers in Division 1 of this 100 backstroke are in the pool, ready to go. 16-year-old Wen Cheng from Hong Kong is swimming in lane 3. Lane 4 for South Africa. This is Bronwyn Ramakula, 29 years of age. Next to younger Hong Kong swimmer, she's just 16. Another Australian Australia, this big Australian team. Anna Leighton is swimming in 5, the 19-year-old. And then Mika de Mott from Belgium, 34 years of age, is swimming in 6. That's the one closer to us as we look at the pool. She's got the red hat of Belgium. Away we go. This is the last of the women's finals in the 100 backstroke. And look at this from Australia. Anna Leighton in 5. Exhibition swimming. Long strokes, still head. Good high hips. Straight legs. Good kick at the feet and surface of the water. Arms turning over from start to finish. Look at the shoulder roll as well. Look how high the shoulders are coming up. Beside the head as our leader Anna Leighton goes through the first 50 meters comfortably in front of the field. With bent elbow as she powers through the stroke. Second place across the pool in lane number 3. That's Yuan Cheng, the youngster from Hong Kong. No doubt about who's going to win this. Slight crunch on the turn there for the Australian as she's got 25 to go and sent her a little deeper than she wanted to. That's a mistake she'll want to rectify. Coming in now with 10 meters to go, concentrating on the finish. Hands in a perfect position. Just a quick look and a terrific swim from Anna Leighton from Australia. Hong Kong's Yuan Cheng, the 16-year-old swimmer, coming in second and finishing in third now. Mika de Mott from Belgium. All smiles and all celebrations, but this is surely one of the stars of the swimming competitions. This Anna Leighton, she's one to watch in the relays and through the rest of the week. Mark your card for this 19-year-old Australian. Bronwyn Ramatula from South Africa, completing the final of these 100 backstroke finals for women. Day 1 of competition at the Special Olympics World Games 2019. Look at that height off the blocks from Anna Leighton from Australia. What impresses me most is she's got such a good head position and a great shoulder roll. And separation of the feet as you go through the turn, planting them on the wall, driving away. This is the turn got a little bit crunch. Watch how close she is to the wall on this. Just misjudging it very slightly on this final turn. Excuse me. And all smiles then from Anna Leighton, the winner. No doubt about the winner in dominant fashion. Thumbs up from the crowd. Well done. Anna Leighton, one of the stars of the Australian swim team here at these championships.
Representing Special Olympics Fiji.
Results confirmed. 119 is a very competitive swim from Leighton, the Australian.
In lane 4, the Special Olympics Ukraine. Andre Fillion. Lane 5, representing Special Olympics China.
This is the lineup then for the first of the men's finals in the 100 backstroke. Three. Asilo Nakabi, 20-year-old Fiji. 4 from Ukraine, Andre Fillion, 29 years. And then in 5, Bauch, 16-year-old from China. China with a very at the 2019 Special Olympic World Games. Long, just to his left, you've got a much higher turnover of stroke from the Fijian. It's got a steeper angle, so that's going to cause more drag. And he's going to need all of those strokes to stay on terms with Fillion. Let's hope he doesn't get too tired as the race unwinds. All lengths of Cabot just beginning to use his legs and now bring his feet up to the surface of the water, which will help him up this third 25. Stroking away to the gold medal though is Andrei Filin of Ukraine. Bao Ju Feng of China in third place at the moment with 1, 2, 3 with Filin of Ukraine started his final 25. McCarthy of Fiji in second place. Feng of China in third. Good concentration from Filin. You can see the determination on the face of this Ukrainian as he comes under the flags. That's 5 meters to go. We know exactly where the wall is. Quick look around to confirm. Finishing on a long stroke, and that's a fine swim from Andrei Filin of Ukraine. That's the Chinese team who have come here in numbers, both here in the aquatics hall and also across all the sports in these games. 24 sports here in Abu Dhabi, at these 29 games, and a celebration from Andrei Filin. Certainly enjoyed his swim here in Dubai. Quick away from the ball, quick away from the wall, Filin. And it was a good first 25 from the Trabi. There was no doubt about where the goal was going to go once this race got into the latter stages. 5 meters to go at that point, and then Filin concentrating hard on the finish and coming home for a clear victory in this 100 meters match. Good finish then from Filin, and the Ukrainian strikes gold. Good win then from Filin, stopping the clock on 1:53.72 to take gold. First in the men's finals on day one. Two then for the men. This is the fourth contest this final. In lane 3 for Monaco, 47-year-old Olivier Agulo. Compare that with this 19-year-old from Australia. Charles Wilkins will be swimming in 4. Nicholas Veron, also of Monaco, 24 years of age, swimming in lane 5. And Ruben Caches of Uruguay, 26 years of age, swimming in 6. Nicholas Veron of Monaco, just looking around to make sure of the start. And the 2 Monaco swimmers at the moment, in 3rd and 4th, as we focus on Ruben Caches. A little closer to us, the Uruguayan, and Charles Wilkins, Australia. You don't have to look very far to be able to pick out the Australian swimmers, and that was a magnificent turn from the Australian. Just kept his powder a little bit dry at the first 25, there was no need to. He's got a wonderful stroke. Great technique around the turn. Let's watch Wilkins go around. He's going to flip over to his front in about 3 strokes time. Here he goes. Good around the turn, planting the wall, feet on the wall, and away in a good streamlined shape. Wilkins leading for Australia at the midpoint, followed by Caches of Uruguay with the black hat close to us as we look for the wide shot across the pool, and then it's the 2 swimmers from Monaco. Veron in 5 and Agulo in 3. Another great turn then from the Australian, pulling away with every stroke. From Caches, the Uruguayan. Good long strokes when he does, just needs to get the same kind of execution around the turn that Wilkins has perfected. That will improve his performance because the swimming part is very strong. Stopping the clock. very good 1:43.35 from Wilkins for Australia. No doubt about the winner. And look at the celebrations for the Australian. Uruguay in second, and this is Veran from Monaco coming in third. Now just wait for Olivier Angulo to come home, and then they'll exit the water. There's Charles Wilkins congratulating his competitors at the end of this 100 back. Wilkins, when he looks back at this, will be a little bit concerned with his start. Much better streamlining around the turns than off the start. Looking across the pool at his rivals, really didn't need to, because once he got into the meat of the race, he was well clear. Wilkins striking the goal in a 1:43.35. Caches just behind. This is the Division 3 final in the men's 100 backstroke. 2 Canadians in this, and athletes from France and Cyprus. John Tinney is one of the 2 Canadians in swimming in 3. The second is right next to him in 4. Ernest Chua. Timotheus Vassiliou from Cyprus is swimming in 5. And then in 6 with the blue hat here from France, Alexis Dupont. Canada in full voice then, as 2 of their Olympic athletes take part in this final in 3 and 4. Tinney and Chua, both with the red suits, the red jammers there, and it's Chua with the hat, this red cap. He's swimming in lane 4. And then the colourful green and blue hat from Vassiliou of Cyprus, and Dupont closer to us. Great start then from Vassiliou of Cyprus in lane 5. Body length in front of Chua of Canada at these early stages, and we can see the strength of the kick of Vassiliou driving him up this first 25. Nicely around the turn from the leader. Behind him then is the 28-year-old Ernest Chua of Canada. These are the 2 leaders, and then very close for 3rd place between Tinney of Canada, up with the red shorts across the pool in lane 3, and Alexis Dupont of France close to us with the blue hat. And in mid-point then, still the leader from Cyprus, Vassiliou. Holding form, holding strength up this third 25. Good swimming from Chua as well. Just needs to keep the kick a little more regular. 25 needs us to go then for the leader. Canadians willing on their athletes, Tinney and Chua. Chua is going to come home in 2nd place, just turning now down this final length. Vassiliou coming home then to take gold in this Division 3 men's 100 backstroke. No doubt about the winner, led from start to finish, and the celebrations there for Cyprus. And the 23-year-old Timotheus Vassiliou, as Ernest Chua comes home for the silver for Canada, and something to cheer for the big Canadian team. An Olympic family that have travelled across to the Middle East and here to enjoy the spectacle and celebration in Dubai. Dupont coming home in 3rd place for the French, as John Tinney, just about rounds off this final for the Canadians. And here we are, Tinney with a long glide for home, but you won't mind. Good reactions from Basilio off the start. Certainly making a statement up the first 25. Nicely around the turns. There we are. No doubt about the winner, leading from start to finish. The Canadians in full voice for their two Olympic athletes. Trois finishing in second, and Tinney in fourth. And that's what it's all about. The results confirmed for this third of the finals in the men's 100 backstroke. These are the 5 finalists in Division 4 in the men's 100 backstroke. In lane 2 for Iceland, Robert Irwin, 21 years of age. His left is David Orellana from Honduras, swimming in lane 4. 4 then, Sebastian Kofal of Poland. In 5, Jan Christian Kuiper of the Netherlands. In 6, the youngest competitor in the field, the 14-year-old Wai Chong Yong from Macau. Kuiper, one of 8 athletes from the Netherlands swimming in this. They've come with 3 men and 5 women. Talking about how impressive everything has been since they arrived here, the Dutch overwhelmed by the scale of everything that they're seeing here. Away we go then for the Division 4 final in this men's 100 backstroke. Great start from Sebastian Kofal of Poland. The traditional white hat of the Polish. Very quick up the first 25, generating plenty of speed with the whirlwind arms and strong leg kick just behind him. Closer to the camera is the 14-year-old from Macau, Yong, just about in second place, along with David Orellana of Honduras in lane 3. At the midpoint then, it's Poland's Kofal still in the lead and pulling away from the field. The battle behind him is for second place. 3 swimmers close to the inner line, led by Orellana of Honduras, locked stroke for stroke closer to the camera. It's the orange cap of Kuiper in lane 5 and Macau's Wai Yong in 6 with the black hat. 25 meters to go now for the leader. Sebastian Kofal of Poland. Second place then by some distance. In 3, Orellana of Honduras. And it's Kuiper just getting the better of the battle for third, coming off the last turn very strongly. But there's life left in the form of Wai Yong, battling back against his rival as Kofal takes the victory. Orellana in second. Now watch how close this is for third. Looks like it's just going to go to the youngster from Macau. Yong finishing in third place and Kuiper locked out in fourth. And Robert Irwin from Iceland completes the final of Division 4 in this men's 100 backstroke. Kofal, the star of the show in this one. No doubt about the winner, Sebastian Kofal of Poland. Celebrations from the Polish team as Sebastian Kofal leads the way in the Division 4 men's 100 backstroke.
Line 3 representing Special Olympics Nicaragua. Jonathan Martinez Sanchez.
The lineup for Division 5 in the men's 100 backstroke. 5 swimmers contesting this final.
Roy Painter.
Sean Combrink from South Africa is in lane 2.
Line 5, the Special
15-year-old Jonathan Martinez from Nicaragua in 3.
Timothy Gould.
In 4 from Canada, Roy Painter.
Special Olympics Bangladesh.
In 5, Timothy Gould from Australia, 27-year-old. And in 6 from Bangladesh, Wadud Tanam, one of the 2 youngest in the field, a 15-year-old from Bangladesh in lane 6, and the Nicaraguan Jonathan Martinez in 3. This is the Australian, of course, in the gold cap, Timothy Gould. In pole position from the divisions is Roy Painter, Canadian in 4. The swimmers are away in the final of Division 5. 5 contesting this final, and there's 4 in a line. Now look at the speed now from lane 3. This is Jonathan Martinez from Nicaragua, the 15-year-old, streaking away from the field. Second place closest to us, Bangladesh, Tanam in lane 6, and Roy Painter from Canada with the blue cap in lane 4. Watch this from our leader. Silver cap of lane 3 at the midpoint is the Nicaraguan Jonathan Martinez. He's only 15 years of age, but he's setting a pace that's far too good for the rest of this field. Holding the water very well, keeping the head still. Once again, keeping the feet as high as you can, close to the surface. Coming round to this 75-metre turn, 25 metres to go now for our leader, Martinez. Behind him, 2 swimmers locked in battle for silver. Tanam from Bangladesh, close to us. Still just about in front, but Roy Painter with the better of the turns. Maybe the momentum is with the Canadian in this final 25. No doubt about the winner, though. The gold goes to Jonathan Martinez of Nicaragua. Dominant swim for the Nicaraguan. And look at the finish for the Canadian. Very little in it, but in fact, the touch goes to Tanam, who's just been in front of the Canadian Painter all through the race. And holding on to strike the silver medal for Bangladesh, Tanam. Nicely away at the start, but good streamlining from Martinez, and we saw some wonderful skills from the swimmer from Nicaragua. Looking across the pool at the midway point, just checking on his rivals, and at the finish, crashing the wall a little bit, and he won't mind. It's gold for Martinez of Nicaragua by some distance.
Okay, I'm going to lunch with my mom and my nephew, so I'm stopping the video, but I'm going to continue the stream either later on this afternoon or tomorrow. But I will put the rest of the swimming from Special Olympics on my YouTube channel. If you haven't already done so, hit the big red button and subscribe. I love my YouTube family, and I always welcome more. Love you all. Peace out, YouTube.